Most people believe the human brain is solid. They imagine a loaf of bread soaked in gelatin. You can hack off quivering slices, same as you would with a Jell-O mold at a family picnic. But the truth is, the brain's texture is more like toothpaste. Brain matter will squeeze through a keyhole. In cases of severe cranial swelling, surgeons use a drill. I prefer the RA2, a Korean model, 30,000 RPM with silicone hand grips for comfort, to bore into the skull. If the swelling cannot be stopped, the living brain will project from the hole in an inverted funnel. This is called a coning, and it marks an end. Most people also believe the brain is gray. Its cells are called gray matter, after all, and isn't that how the organ looks in horror flicks? A slaty walnut floating in a jar of formaldehyde in some mad scientist's lab. But a sheathed brain is bracingly pink. The tissue only turns gray once the cerebral spinal sac has been perforated, once the air hits it. When a brain cones, the tissue changes color. Traceries of ash thread through that bubblegum pink as a million thoughts flicker and die. People think neurosurgeons cut into brains with a scalpel. Another myth. How can you carve toothpaste? An infant's brain matter is even less substantial than an adult's, like pancake batter. I operate with a sucker wand, a tool that is exactly as it sounds. As I investigate the runnels of a patient's brain, it grips me that something unforgivingly solid, my wand, is moving through something ephemeral, dreamlike, a patient's memories. Though I work carefully and with a keen knowledge of the cerebral topography, my wand remains a beast blundering through fields of budding shoots. If I trample something critical, the patient may awaken lacking a vital memory. That one where they gazed into the sky as a child, wondering how a star might taste, settling on breathtaking wintergreen. The smell of their newborn daughter's scalp, or that haunting tingle on their lips following their first kiss. I navigate the storerooms of a patient's consciousness, passing memories in their golden vaults, my wand clumsily bayoneting, it often seems, the pink jelly that holds everything the patient is or will ever be. Hard as I try not to disturb the furniture, things happen. I'm forced to accept these tragic outcomes for the same reason that the patients on my table must accept their own lot. We are only human, a condition of perpetual uncertainty and failure. The brain is the seat of memory, and memory is a tricky thing. At base level, memories are stories, and sometimes these stories we tell allow us to carry on. Sometimes stories are the best we can hope for. They help us to simply get by, while deeper levels of our consciousness slap bandages on wounds that hold the power to wreck us. So we tell ourselves that the people we love closed their eyes and slipped painlessly away from us, that our personal failures are the product of external forces rather than unfixable weaknesses, that we were too damn good for the rat-assed bastards who jilted us anyway. Tell yourself these stories long enough, and you will discover they have a magical way of becoming facts. But a secret can be hidden from everyone save its holder, and the brain is not only a storyteller, it is a truth-seeking organ. If the stories we tell are no more than an overlay, the equivalent of 6 feet of caliche covering a pool of toxic sludge, something's bound to bubble up, right? And the most awful truths will do so in the darkest hours of night, when we're most vulnerable. If you bury those secrets so deep that you forget they ever happened, okay, maybe you've beat the devil. But the truth is a bloodhound. That's something I can tell you with certainty. The truth is that abandoned dog following you over sea and land, baying from barren cliff tops, never tiring and never quitting, forever pining after you. And the day will come when that dog is on your porch, scratching insistently at your door, forcing you to claim it once again.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.